Hello, and welcome to the Magic Bringers Rising episode for the week of February 26th into March. And I am your host, Lindsay Baldessano from Super Secret Powers. And this week we are strutting through a cosmic catwalk of balance, transformation, and deep dives into the emotional and intuitive realms. We prepare for Mercury's retrograde shadow and the whispers of eclipse season. On to the episode.
Welcome to Magick Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want.
So before we leap into today's celestial forecast, let me unveil some magic and some tools and some offers that we have this week because Super Secret Powers is prepping for some big moves. So first off, don't forget we still have the Awaken Your Intuition mini course for just $44. That is going to help you claim your intuitive ability, power, clarity, and confidence, and give you that strong foundation so you can begin to develop it into something that you just rely on because it is the most authentic and innate part and natural part of you. Now, spiritual entrepreneurs, listen up. The wait list for the brand new Mystic Web Society is now open. So it is your time to master WordPress, get over your fear of tech, get your web presence done so that you can claim sovereignty and not have to deal with large corporations that can shut you down, take your pages away, and totally mess up your. So, for the wait list, all the links are going to be in the show notes in the description. So lastly, don't forget to grab, if you don't have it already, the free Ultimate Guide to Rocking Mercury Retrograde. So you can surf the retro waves like a pro. And remember, all the links are in the show notes. Feel free to grab them all. Now, on to the forecast. So, my loves, this week is a cosmic jigsaw puzzle with each day piecing together a narrative of introspection, action, and cosmic alignment. So, from Monday's Virgo precision opposing Neptune's dreams to a weekend of Scorpio intensity and Sagittarius's fiery quest for truth, it is a week that we are going to be asked to clean house both metaphysically and spiritually as we tiptoe into the shadows of eclipse season and Mercury retrograde's prelude. So, Monday the 26th. Today, the moon in Virgo opposes Neptune, then glides into Libra, and makes a sweet trine with Pluto. It's like starting your day like you're thinking you're in a music video and you're just going to rock it, only to realize that you need to balance your checkbook instead. Don't worry, Pluto's here to turn that financial feng shui into a power move. And who's to say you can't rock out to a little bit of rock and roll while you are mastering your financial situation? Tuesday, the 27th, we have the moon in Libra. So it's all about relationships and trying to find balance with the sun and the Jupiter and the Saturn. Add to that a trine with Mars and Venus for a dash of love and action before everything goes void. And then meanwhile, it's a busy day. Mars squares Pluto, stirring that pot up. So it is like the cosmic soap opera where everybody wants a piece of that drama pie. So let your observer self rule that day and take a step back because maybe you don't need to be involved in the drama. Maybe the drama isn't even yours. Maybe you just get to, pop some popcorn and see what happens. So Wednesday, February 28th, The sun conjuncts Moon and Saturn while the moon dives into Scorpio's very deep waters. Splash. Talk about a day for some serious conversations and some shadow diving and intensity. It's as if the universe is saying, let's get real, but in that tone where there just is no backing out of that conversation. Because again, we are approaching eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. So this isn't the time to back out, to waffle, to doubt. But it also isn't the time to do like rash, crazy, impulsive things. Do not cut your bangs. Or do not cut bangs in. So Thursday, February 29th, the moon in Scorpio squares Pluto and dances a harmonious ballet with Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury. Now, Mercury also sextiles Jupiter, so expect emotional depth with a side of existential enlightenment. It's like going on a blind date with your subconscious. So expect synchronicities, expect power numbers, expect all of those weird little deja vu moments where you're like, was that a dream? Was that a parallel reality? What was that? And then we come to the third month of 2024 when things are finally starting to heat up and reset for a completely new kind of energy, right? We have Friday, March 1st. So the moon continues in Scorpio, but today it's squaring Mars and Venus while opposing Uranus. Again, one of those busy days astrologically. The sun is sextiling Jupiter, sprinkling some cosmic luck, but that's about all the good stuff there is that Friday, other than the fact that, well, it's Friday. Emotional fireworks with a chance of sudden epiphanies. Imagine your inner rebel is leading the charge at a peace rally. It might feel like you're kind of churning your wheels a little bit and maybe you're not getting as far as you want to get. But remember that your presence and your authentic reaction, not your first reaction, but your authentic reaction. So that what comes after the shock, what comes after the, oh, what did you just say? The authentic reaction is what you want to aim for and is what is going to create the change you want. So Saturday, March 2nd, as the moon in Scorpio trines with Neptune and then shifts into Sagittarius, all the while sextiling Pluto, it is a day for dreams and expansion. Oh, almost like a much needed lift after kind of like that kind of week. The cosmos is urging you now to aim your emotional arrows for the stars. It's like being the archer in a fantasy novel, except your dragons are your fears and your bow is your will. So it is just time to aim for something so much larger than what you think you're actually going to hit. So that way you can get well beyond that, which is where the universe wants you to be. If you can just, get out of the way of your bow and arrow. So Sunday, March 3rd, we're finishing the week up. The moon is in Sagittarius, it's squaring with Saturn and the sun, and it's sextiling Mars and Venus. And Venus is also squaring Uranus. Yeah, these busy, busy days, 2024, let me tell you. So it is a cosmic tug of war between freedom and responsibility with the side of relationship roulette. So it's like trying to organize a flash mob in a library. Don't do that. Oh, you. And maybe it's just time to maybe move the party someplace else. Have definite, times for your work blocks and have definite times for I have to get out there and get moving and go do something else. And that gives you a little bit of room to prep for probably what's going to be another intense week next week. Because we are just weeks away now from eclipse season and Mercury retrogrades and dicks. So this week is definitely, and probably next week and the week after, is pushing us to declutter emotionally, spiritually, and yes, even that junk drawer. But that doesn't mean you need to follow every rash decision or emotional trigger points that come up this week. Remember, don't cut bangs in. Dye your hair. Don't cut bangs in. So remember to keep an eye on the prize. And the prize is your life experience, the one you want to have in Mayish. So after eclipse season. To put this another way, how are you setting yourself up to have the summer and fall that you want to experience? That's where we need to be aiming our intentions, not on the immediate hurdle or the crazy little intense dramas that happen this week. Think longer term. So we are about 2 weeks away from Mercury's retrograde pre-shadow and 3 weeks from when eclipse actually officially starts. Not even the pre-shadow. In my opinion, we are already in the pre-shadow. So consider this your cosmic heads up to start your way clearing rituals and intentions. Remember, for 3 months down the line, with that longer perspective of clearing the way for summer and fall, we might be able to skip some of the drama that might crop up this week because of Scorpio's deep dig and intensity. Next week, it's really not going to be any less intense, just different intense, because the moon's going to be in like Capricorn and Sagittarius and all those things that are big energies, and Capricorn who can be a little heavy. So remember that the cosmos is asking you to align with this whole spring cleaning vibe. So make the use of the practicality of Capricorn and make space for the new energies waiting to enter your life that are going to align you with the upcoming new potential that you are going to start seeing and feeling and living from as we further into eclipse season. So the universe really isn't out to get us, and it's really all about taking your power to choose your experience into your hands. So, my magic bringers, as we navigate this week's astrological ebbs and flows, remember each planetary dance is an opportunity to harmonize with our internal landscapes and to make that balance out with the external universe, even if it's a little chaotic. Now, next week, I'll unveil the cosmic mystery of why we can find our way to distant galaxies with our satellites, but we can still lose our car keys in a one-bedroom apartment. So until then, keep your intuition sharp, your spirit cleansed, your heart open, and I am Lindsay, whisking off on my broomstick into the night. So stay magical and don't forget to go grab those offers and those free things in the show notes. Like, share, subscribe. We love you.